Ladies and gentlemen, getting ready to do a comparison, a beer taste test to see which one of these is better. Two popular beers here. I'm getting ready to explain them, so take a peek at the can if you want to. If you can read it, if it's clear enough there, you can. There's Pan, 4.8% alcohol, owned by Carlsberg Brewing Company. Next one, number one best-selling beer here in Croatia, sponsor of the Croatian soccer team. 120-year-old brewing company. 5% alcohol. And it's owned by Molson Brewing Company, or Zagrebačka, but it's purchased by them. One difference you notice in Serbian language and in Croatian language, they change. They would say in Serbian, srećan Božić. And here they say Sretan Božić. Anyway, my friends, that's the cans. Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It's Charles here in Hrvatska, the neighbor to Serbia's northwest. I'm in a city called Osijek. Osijek is like the fourth largest city here in Hrvatska. It takes about 3 hours to get here from Novi Sad. The biggest thing is the border. The border can be a pain in the butt because when you're in Serbia, when you leave Serbian borders, you always hit Serbian customs and then you go into the next country's customs. So here it takes a long time, okay? Anyway, we're going to have a little competition with a couple Croatian beers here. I got some Croatian money here. It's the same denominations almost. I mean, the numbers are the same. They call it 100 is 100, which is same in English, or same in Serbian. 20, which is 20, is same in Serbian. $1 American is 7 kuna. It's called the Croatian kuna. You can't use euros here. You have to, even though it's in the Eurozone, Croatia is part of the Eurozone, you still have to convert your euros into kuna. Some places will give you the money back, but some of them don't. And one thing I don't like about here, there's not as many menjačnices here that were open. Today I was a little bit nervous. It's Saturday. 3 of them were closed. I found one finally. The lady said it was only one here that was open. But anyway, let's do it. Here we got two popular beers here in Croatia. Never had them before. So we're going to sample these. I sampled them just a second ago, and so I've got some information to give you. The first one, this is called Pan Lager. It's got the Croatian checkered flag. If you haven't seen their flag, they got like a little checkered red and white in there. And this here, Pan, yellow, lots of fizz in it, and it's got a very overpowering smell. Very strong smell if you smell it. Pan is owned by Carlsberg, and there's many different flavors of this. This is just your regular lager, like a Svetlo, a light-colored light beer. It's 4.8% alcohol. And Carlsberg, if you know anything about Carlsberg, they own some Serbian beer companies too. They're very popular here in Europe. Anyway, the smell of Pan is very strong. Taste, it's got kind of a bittery, clean, crisp, nice taste. I like beer and I like the taste of this one. And this one is 8 kuna, 8.59 kuna is how much this is. And so that's like about $1.20 for this big 0.5 beer. 4.8% alcohol. It's good. It's just got a strong smell. Okay? On the way back, I'm staying in this place. It's about a mile and a half from the center, okay, over the interstate. And I walked down here twice. I had to walk back and forth twice. I went to a little bar and had a beer and got my computer. That's kind of embarrassing in this country, in this region of the world. People don't go to the bar and sit up at the bar and talk to each other and strangers don't talk to the bartenders and stuff. People don't do it as much here, so you go with friends. So it makes you look like like a freak with no friends here. You know, if you go to a bar, but I went down there and it was okay. Anyway, that was Pan. Let me rinse this out. Next one, we've even got a Pan glass, don't we? Next one, this one, like I said, this bit This beer is owned by Carlsberg, 4.8% alcohol. It's about $1.20 in English. Strong smell, light color. This next one is the #1 selling beer here in Croatia. It's called Ozujsko. It's kind of a strange thing to say. It's been around for about 120 years, they say. It was a #1 best selling beer here in all of Croatia. They're the sponsor of the Croatian national football team. And when you open this, when you compare these two beers here, okay, price, this is just like 10 cents of kuna more, 10 kuna cents more than this one. So this is 8 kuna 0.65, and this is 8 kuna 0.59, whatever. Just 10 cents different. I forget what I even fucking said there. Anyway, this one, Ozujsko, you don't smell much. This one has a strong, overpowering smell that makes me salivate. Maybe because I'm an alcoholic, but I like to salivate because I like the smell of beer. And this one just doesn't have a smell. Very faint smell here, okay? Seriously. It's a little bit lighter color, fizzier than the last one even. Fine little fizzy bubbles to it. And it just doesn't have much of a smell, man. This is 5% alcohol. This company, Ozujsko, is owned by Zagrebačka Pivo. And Zagrebačka Pivo is the largest brewing company in all of Serbia. It's named after Zagreb, the capital of Croatia. And it's actually, a few years ago, it was purchased by Molson Brewing Company. And those of you from the West, you probably know Molson. Molson is a Canadian beer. But actually, when was it? Molson purchased, or Molson and Coors Brewing Company from Denver, Colorado merged. So it's actually an American, joint American-Canadian company that purchased Zagrebačka Pivo. So, I don't know. So there you go. Anyway, this doesn't have much of a smell, lots of foam. .5% alcohol. Very little taste. It's 10 cent kuna more than that one. And this is just like drinking water, really. If you don't like the taste of beer very much, and you just want to drink beer, and you want to get a buzz, 5% alcohol is strong. Same as Jelen Pivo, Lav Pivo in Serbia. This is, I just don't know why you would get it. It doesn't have much of a taste, honestly, when you compare it to Pan. I mean, it's not bad, but it just has a very faint beer taste, a very faint smell to it. Anyway, my friends, when you compare these two beers, these two Croatian beers, Pan, Carlsberg Brewing Company, and Zagrebačka Brewing Company, or Molson, I give Pan the victory, man, because price is a little bit cheaper. The smell is a little bit overpowering. I mean, it's a strong one when you compare it to that, but it's got a little bit of a nice, crisp, lovely taste if it's cold. I think it gets the victory. Pan Pivo. That's it, my friends. Do Virginia.